Hello friends, welcome to ASP.NET tutorial. In this video, we will see how to edit the data grid view records using the DataKey property. From our previous videos, we know that data grid control shows data in tabular format. Right? From our previous video, you can now clearly know that how the data grid view is presenting the data. We can add support to edit and delete a row once the data is displayed through data grid view. This can be done using the DataKey property. So to perform modification of data or deletion of data, we have to use the DataKey property. Using this DataKey property, we can make changes to the backend tables. We can assign a column that uniquely identifies a row in a table. So here we are talking about assigning a column, right? That column is what called the DataKey column. And when you are picking the column, you have to make sure that the column uniquely identifies a row in the table. Now let's proceed with the demo so that he will come to know how we are picking the DataKey property, and once the DataKey property is picked, how we can add support to edit and delete a specific row from a data grid view. Now let's proceed with the demo. Now I am into the SQL Server database. If you see here, I have opened a query window and connected that to the PubSec database. To experiment with this example, we don't want to collapse the existing jobs table. That's why here we are creating the clone of jobs. Select star into jobs 1 from jobs. That means all data will be taken from jobs, and a new table jobs 1 will be created with the data which is cloned from jobs. Let's execute this, and if you see 14 rows affected. Now jobs 1 and jobs both have same data. Since we are going to do delete and update, we can use this jobs table. Here you can see jobs table. If you need, you can go to the design view and set job ID as primary key. That's all. Now we go back to our form. Now we will create one more web form. Add new item, web form. So that's all. Our third data grid view is, the web form is ready. Let's switch to design view. Now we will place a SQL data source and configure that data source. Connection string for this solution, since we already configured a connection string, we are reusing it. Click next. This time, instead of taking a table listed here, we will go for a custom SQL statement. Click next. First, we will check the statement in SQL Server, or we can even use the query builder here. It will be easy. So we want to pick data from jobs, and we are adding that to the query builder. Close this dialog, and here is our query builder. We will pick job ID, job description, minimum level and maximum level from the jobs table. We can copy this query and we can even go to our SQL Server and so do not worry about these errors quickly. We need to go to IntelliSense, refresh local cache, because job 1 was created newly, right? Once you refresh the local cache, you won't see that errors quickly. Now when I execute this statement, you can see all data is returned. Let me cut here and we will paste that query here in our custom SQL statement. Similarly, we can build the update statement. We need these column names, so I'm just copying these and switching to update. Update jobs 1 set job ID equal to, just passing the parameter value job ID, job description equal to @job description, min level equal to @min LVL. The same way we can set parameter for the max level. And importantly, we need a where condition as well. So here we can omit this job ID because we now need to set job ID. Based on job ID, we are we are performing the update, and here we will go for where condition, where now we can use the job ID. Equal to @job ID. So here if you see, we are using 4 parameters: job description, min level, max level, as well as job ID. Now we will copy this where condition. It is required for the insert. We will skip. We will go for delete custom statement. So here we are using delete from jobs 1 where job ID equal to @job ID. If you need, you can use delete to distinguish, or you can use the same job ID as well. That's all. Now we can click next, test query not required, and we will click finish. So we configured our SQL data source 1. Let's switch to source view, and if you see, this is our SQL data source, right? We will do the reformatting here. Connection string delete command, select command, and update command. If you see, so here is our SQL data source, and we have connection string, delete command, select command, and update command, which is configured. Then parameter, if you see, for delete command, we have a section called delete parameters, and job title, job ID delete is the one, that's one parameter. But for update parameters, we have 4 parameters packed inside this update parameter section. And with that, we finish our SQL data source. Right, this is the ASP file. Now let's proceed. Now we will go ahead and place a grid view, which will make use of our SQL data source. So here I am picking SQL data source 1. The moment I pick it, since it has custom delete as well as update command, you can see additional option get displayed here. Right, we will pick enable editing, enable deleting, enable selection, and you can see all these commands are added in the first empty column. So to make this edit, delete, and select work, we will pick a classic. We have to choose a DataKey property. Since it's not available here, I'm just selecting this data grid view and bringing the property page. And here I'm choosing the data key names. By default, it is showing the job ID. Right. So this is right, and we can leave it as it is. So based on this data key, the data can be deleted and inserted. So we just make sure that the proper key is selected here. So if it is not selected, you have to make the selection. And if you see in the data key, what we selected will uniquely identify a record in this data grid view. Now we will save all our work. We'll do this and run this in browser. So you can see the table is displaying the jobs from jobs 1 clone. Now let's pick this publisher 1. Select is not required actually. Here we are going to use edit and delete. Let's go ahead with the edit. Once I click edit, you can see the menu got changed here. Now it is showing update or cancel. That means you can make modification. Publisher 01. Here minimum level is 150, right? So I'm just giving 149. And here maximum level, I'm giving it as 251. Then once you click update, the data will so refresh is not happening. Let's see what's the issue here. Okay, here the problem may be because we need to make use of same column we will make that correction here in the SQL data source. Let's say click next, and here in the update statement we will make use of the same column name as the parameter. I hope that's where we are getting the issue. And then min level, this is the column name, and form the parameter based on that column name. Max level, here I included a colon also. Previously it was missing. Now this is done. We will go to the delete statement. Here it is okay, @job underscore ID, right? We will click next and finish it. Save all the work. We will go to source view and make sure the correction is made. Alright, now we'll go to design view, rebuild the solution once, and we will run it. Here let's pick editor, and we will choose editor 01, minimum level 26 and maximum level 101, and we will click on update. And if you see, this time the update is progressed, and we can verify that in SQL Profiler or even using the SQL Server Management Studio. Select start from jobs 1, and when you execute you can see the editor 1 row is updated, right? The same way, now through our data source view we can delete the content. Let me delete the record 12, 13, 14. That's all. Now we deleted 3 rows, and if I execute it you can see all 3 rows got deleted. That's all. We are done with the jobs table. That's all here in this video. Thank you for watching. Bye.